Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Wow, Urban Grind TV, and we here at SAE Institute presents the Cultural Impact Award. And I got two legends on my side, man. DJ Skip and DJ Slik Hurley, man. How y'all feeling tonight?
Doing fine, man. Thank you.
Great, bro.
Now, y'all came out to give honor to a legend of ours, own Uncle George Daniels, man. How did that feel, man?
Man, George, hey, he's been a part of my whole career. Ever since I got in the music business, he was just always there and always would answer any of my questions that I had about the music industry. You know, he goes way back to, you know, what year was that? Record Row. He goes back to Record Row, which a lot of people don't even know what that is, but he told me all about it.
Yeah, that was quite interesting how he dropped that jewel on all. I mean, I'm finna go and look that up today on YouTube once I get back to the house myself. But just learning them type of history, every time you're around him, it's like that's good. Now, what's been going on with y'all guys, though?
Man, we are doing it. This guy here runs the label. Like this, I mean, this is my boy Skip. Like we met back in what would I say, '97. He was coming out of France. I was coming into France. We used to always bump into each other, and we see each other in Miami. And we decided, after playing basketball together for a couple of years, that hey, why don't we do this music thing a little bit? We started a record label.
Wait,
like,
see,
let's start with basketball. Why is that?
Because I'm finna say that he say, wait, we bump into each other in France. They both DJs, mind you, but basketball is what silked this whole deal.
Well, basketball and food, man. We actually ran into each other in a frozen food section of a grocery store. No, I mean, that's serious. And, you know, with respect to what Steve does, I mean, he's had a flourishing career. You know, he's produced everything under the sun from Michael Jackson to Prince to Madonna to you name it. His catalog is incredible. And, you know, we've always had a mutual respect. So we saw each other and the rest was history. We said, hey, man, look, let's hang out. And it felt natural. It wasn't like industry talk. You know, when you see somebody and say, yeah, you know, I'll catch up with you later. It wasn't that. We put a phone call in. Well, what you doing? Well, I'm in town. You in town? Let's play some basketball. You hoop. And next thing you know, we play basketball, no joke, for probably maybe a year, 2 years before we did any business. I mean, it was a friendship prior to it being a business venture. And I think that's why the chemistry is kindred between he and I, because it wasn't just let's go out and make some money because you got something going and I got something going. So what we decided to do was connect. When we connected, you know, we saw that there was a natural chemistry professionally, and the rest was history, man. SNS was born, and, you know, we started making moves.
Yeah, we found out we had a lot of similarities. Like, I had a record label. You know, he's like 15 years younger than me, but he started a record label just like I started a record label, like, you know, several years later. But he started at a younger age, so, you know, 10 years later he had started his record label at a younger age. So he was ahead of the curve for his age group. So he was like very mature and already was doing things that I had done, you know, at an early part of his career. So we really clicked on a lot of stuff, including business, licensing, dealing with foreign companies. You know, he's always traveling. I was traveling a little bit. I was in the studio more. He was on the road more. So it was kind of like a good thing. Where we were learning from each other, right. Different things that we learned over the years. Just like I learned from George, we learned from each other, you know. And, you know, it's pretty much the same way with anybody we interact with. You know, the younger people that we work with, like the guy Brazil, who used to shoot videos for us when we first started. Okay. And then he went on to be doing videos for Tiger and all these other Trey Songz. So that's always going to be our guy, you know. Yeah. He was like 14 or 13 when he first started doing stuff for us.
Younger than that.
Yeah.
He sent me an email. No, well, he was, and our thing is, and I think that this is a great interview and something that I hope your viewers see, is that we want to embrace the community and embrace the young people, especially folks that are enthusiastic and have talent and have a gift, and they want to, you know, display that gift creatively to the world. And when he sent an email, I didn't know this kid from anybody, you know. He sent an email. I looked at the email, and it was a very genuine email. He said, hey, you know, I'm enthusiastic. I'm young. I got a camera, and I'm good. And I think Steve and I, if my memory serves me correct, we were DJing at which is now it was called Summer Dance then, but we were doing this series that the city of Chicago had put together called Summer Dance. Okay. And I told him, I said, come on down to Summer Dance and, you know, get some footage and put together a montage, and I'll take a look at the montage and we'll see where we can go from there. He put the montage together, and it's crazy because he came out and he was filming on rollerblades. So he had the camera and the rollerblades going at the same time, and the shot was still steady. So we're thinking, this is crazy. And that's what he was into. He was a rollerblader. He loved it. He lived for it. But he was also incredible videographer. And he's also an he's even more of an incredible editor. And then next thing you know, we brought him in, and I mean, he'd done it all. We put him in the back seat and said, let's go. And I mean, he was a young guy, but we were still able to push the button and get him in places. In some cases, in Brazil, if he see this, he'll know that he wasn't even close to being able to go.
But that's just his determination. Then y'all saw that skill up in him, man. I like that, man. So how's everything right now with the label? Everything's going good?
Man, it's going great. Like we have so many releases. One of my latest releases was with CeCe Peniston, He Loves Me Too. Another record with Marshall Jefferson and my daughter B. Loren, a song called Just a Feeling. That's out on SNS. And then we got several other records coming out. I mean, every week we got.
Yeah. We got a record with Fat Man Scoop, which is incredible. Freak Fireman and Fat Man Scoop. Shalimar, that's an incredible. I did a tune with Shalimar, man. Like that's huge. Yeah, I guess that's cool.
He said, yeah. Then he had to think about it. Like, wait, yeah, that's legendary, right?
Yeah, no, but they were gracious enough to bless me with some fantastic vocals per the relationship. Howard Hewitt, Carolyn Griffey, and Jeffrey Daniels, and man, you know, we're also Jamisha Trice. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. We've been releasing music on her. She's doing some stuff with me for my album and for her album. Okay. Got who else? Nile Rodgers, got a collaboration coming up with him from Chic. So you know, got a greatest hits coming out. That's gonna like kind of show where I started back in '85 all the way up to now, and I can close that chapter and keep doing my new music after that. You know, because people are like, man, when are you gonna put out this record or that record? And we're like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and release everything like a big old huge anthology, and then we'll do vinyl on it because people are trying to buy vinyl now. Believe it or not,
yeah, I heard
the vinyl market is starting to come back. Yeah, so you know, we're gonna release everything on vinyl. You know, put out the stuff from my old label, ID Records and Silk Entertainment. Put out some of his pushback stuff. Okay, from his label. Yeah, so it's we're loving every day. Just meeting new people and even the artists that perform tonight, seeing the young people coming up and with that passion that we had. Yeah. And we want to reward them by exposing them to what's out there.
So speaking of that, how could they get in tune with y'all? Like if they were trying to link up with y'all, what's the information they need to know?
Oh, that's easy. I mean, they can go to www.snschicago.com. That's Sam Nancy Sam Chicago.com. Our profiles are on that site. We have a link that you can click and get directly to us. We're not funny like that. Like we're real chill dudes. Like if you send us a message, we're gonna reply to it. It's just like our phone. Okay. If people call us or they message us or send us a text, we reply to it. If we didn't want them with the number, they wouldn't have it, and we're not shy. We're the type of folks that'll say, thank you, but no thank you, and kind of keep it going, but in an encouraging way, because our goal is to uplift folks, and even if what they're doing at that particular time isn't for us, we still want to give them at least a push or some advice to lead them in the right direction so that they can get better and so that they can grow. Most people don't give that information, and they don't take the time out of their schedule in order to help others, man. It's like each one teach one. We got to start paying it forward, and we got to give individuals an opportunity to grow through the resources that we've established, because we got it from somewhere, like George Daniels. So that's incredible when you see matriarchs and pioneers and icons, I'll say, like a George Daniels, get this type of award and be recognized by his peers, because it's sad to say, but they don't give folks their roses while they can still smell them. So this was fantastic to see him receive this while he was still alive, and why, you know, while people, you know, could witness it firsthand. This was fresh.
Yeah, and we love that special announcement he made as well, man. Well, look, I appreciate y'all coming through, rocking out with us. We're going to make sure we get y'all up in the studio, man, so we can do a whole sit-down. We're going to have DJ MH. Y'all make sure you get in tune with these guys right here, man. It's your boy, Wow, man. I got SNS in the building. Urban Grind TV, and we up out of here, man.
I'm Steve Slik Hurley.
I'm DJ Skip.
And you're watching Urban Grind TV.